Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nelmark Gado. Today, today's video, let's talk about physical quantities. Okay, what is physical quantities? Physical quantities is the measurable property of an object like its length, mass, and time. So some physical quantities are more fundamental than others. Quantities that do not depend on any of the other quantity are called fundamental quantity. In physics, there are 7 fundamental physical quantities that are measured in base or physical fundamental units. We have length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. Units for other physical quantities, such as force, speed, and electric charge, described by mathematically combining these 7 base units. In this course, or in this lesson, we will mainly use 5 of these. We have length, mass, time, electric current, and temperature. The units in which they are measured are the meter, kilogram, second, ampere, Kelvin, mole, and candela. All other units are made by mathematically combining the fundamental units. So these are called derived units. So we have here measured quantity, fundamental units, and an abbreviation of symbol. We have length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of matter, and luminous intensity. And on the fundamental units, we have meters, kilograms, seconds, ampere, Kelvin, mole, and candela. And abbreviation, so we have M, kg, S, A, K, M, and CV. So we have 2 systems of measurements. There are 2 major systems of units used in the world. We have SI units, also known as the metric system, and English units, also known as the imperial system or sometimes called FPS system. So metric units or metric system or SI unit consists of standard units and prefixes that are multiples of 10. It also includes the MKS system or meter, kilogram, seconds, and the CGS system, centimeter, gram, seconds, for length, mass, and time. While English unit uses foot for length, pound for the mass, and second for time. English units were historically used in nations once ruled by the British Empire. Today, the United States is the only country that still uses English units extensively. So virtually every other country in the world now uses the metric system, which is the standard system agreed upon by the scientists and mathematicians. Metric prefixes. So you have here a prefix, okay? So prefix exa, symbol E, value 10 raised to 18. Peta P, 10 raised to 15. Tera T, 10 raised to 12. Giga G, 10 raised to 9. Mega M, okay, 10 raised to 6. Kilo K, 10 cube. Hector H, 10 squared. Deca, okay, DA, we have 10 raised to 1. And yung base natin, we have 10 raised to 0. And 10 raised to 0 is equal to 1. And deci, D, 10 raised to negative 1. Centi, C, 10 raised to negative 2. Milli, small letter M, 10 raised to negative 3. Micro, 10 raised to negative 6. Nano, N, 10 raised to negative 9. Pico, 10 raised to negative 12. And femto, 10 raised to negative 15. So those are our prefixes for metric. So we have here table of conversion. Okay, so we have length, mass, weight, force, volume, power, time, work, and energy. Okay, so Kabisaduhin lang natin yan, no? So let's talk about conversion of units using prefixes. Examples, convert the following units of measurements. Number 1.5 kilogram is equal to, okay, how many grams in 1.5 kilogram? So using the prefixes we have, okay, 1.5 times, okay, so multiply natin yung 1.5 kilogram doon sa 10 raised to 3 gram or 1,000 grams over 1 kilogram. Okay? So bakit natin multiply? Ang hinahanap natin is in terms of grams, no? So alam natin, isang kilo ay equivalent sa 1,000 grams. Okay? So multiply natin, kailangan nasa ilalim yung 1 kilogram, okay, para ma-cancel yung unit na kilogram at maging gram siya. Okay? So 1.5 times 1,000 or 10 cube is equal to 1,500 grams. Okay? So another way, it can also be done in this way. So we have KH, DA, base, DC, M. Alright? So yung base natin dyan, kung pag-uusapan natin yung length, volume, tsaka yung mass, so length, volume, mass, so yung pag-uusapan natin. Yung base natin dyan is tinatawag natin gram, meter, and liter. So yan yung format niya. So para madali natin matandaan, okay, yung KHDA na yan, i-convert natin yung kilogram into gram. So mapapansin nyo, okay, dito yung ating kilogram, yung kilo, okay, kilogram. So ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay mass. Okay? So mapapansin nyo, meron tayong tatlong unit, okay, mula kaliwa papunta sa kanan. Okay? So yung galaw ng decimal point doon dito sa given natin, doon sa 1.5. Okay, gagalaw din ng tatlong beses papunta sa kanan. Kaya mag-add tayo ng ilan? Dalawang zero. Kaya yung 1.5 naging 1,500 in grams na siya. Okay? So, since kilogram is 3 units away from the base grams, then move the decimal point from left to going to right 3 times. Okay? So that is 1, 2, and 3. Then add 2, 0. Okay? So note, you can easily remember the units through. Okay? So we have King Henry died because, yung base natin, because of drinking chocolate milk. Okay? So yan yung kanyang acronym para mas madali nating makabisado. Okay? So King Henry died because of drinking chocolate milk. So another example. Number 2, 87.5 centimeter to meter. Okay? So what is 87.5 centimeter in meters? So solution, using the prefixes we have, okay, so convert natin 87.5 cm to meter. Okay. So alam natin, di ba, na alam natin 1 meter is 100 cm. Pero baliktad dito, ang 1 cm is equal to 10 raised to negative 2 meter. Okay, so given natin 87.5 cm times, okay, 10 raised to negative 2 meter over 1 cm, 0.875 meters. Okay? So cancel ang unit na cm. Okay, so pwede rin naman ganito, no? So from cm, okay, yung base natin yung base natin is meter. Okay? So ang pinag-usapan natin dito is yung length o distance. Okay? So length, centimeter to meter. So ilang unit? Mula kanan papunta sa kaliwa ng dalawang beses. 1 and 2. So since cm is 2 units to the right of the base meter, then move the decimal point from right going to left twice. We have 87.5 centimeter is equal to 0.875 meter. So 1, 2. Okay, so move natin yung decimal point ng dalawang beses. So, okay, tanda lang natin, no? Yung acronym natin, King Henry died because of drinking chocolate milk. Another example natin. We have 0.0361 hectoliters to how many milliliter? So, mapansin nyo sa ating units of measurement, mula hectoliter, meron tayong 5 decimal places, hectoliter papunta kay milliliter. So, i-move natin yung decimal point ng 5 beses, then mula kaliwa papunta sa kanan. So, solution, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so magdadagdag tayo ng dalawang 0 and boom. So, we have 36,100 milliliter. Okay, in 0.0361 hectoliter. So, number 4 example, we have 2.87 deciliter. Okay, to how many decaliter? So, mula deciliter, okay, mag-move tayo, mapapansin nyo dito, no? Move tayo ng 2 beses mula kanan papunta sa kaliwa. Okay? Yung decimal point. So, dun sa 2.87 natin na deciliter, move tayo ng decimal point pakaliwa. Okay? So, we have 1 and 2. So, this is our final answer. 0.0287 decaliter. Okay? So, we have conversion, metric to metric again. So, example number 1. Conversion of unit using one conversion factor. Okay, so number 1 example, 4 feet to how many inches? How many inches in 4 feet? Okay, so step 1, select the correct conversion factor. So dun sa table na pinakita natin kanina, so makapansin nyo, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Okay, so dito meron tayong dalawang ratio. Okay, so ratio A, 1 foot over 12 inches. Okay, yung ratio B natin, 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. 12 inches over 1 foot. So same lang yan, no? Nangyari kasi, depende kung anong ratio ang gagamitin natin dyan. Kung ano kasi yung given, tapos kung ano yung pinapa-convert sa atin. Okay? So this time, yung i-convert natin is yung 4 feet in terms of inches. Okay? So, to check the numerator and denominator for unit cancellation. In this case, use ratio B so that the unit feet will be in the denominator that cancels the given unit in the numerator. Okay? So, given natin is yung 4 feet. So, kailangan yung unit doon sa denominator natin is feet din para makancel at maharap natin in terms of inches. Okay? So, this one. So, 4 feet times, yan. Ito yung gagamitin natin yung ratio B. Ito, okay, because para makancel yung ating feet dyan na unit. Okay, so 4 times 12 inches, we have 48 inches. So therefore, there are 48 inches in 4 feet. Example number 2. 12 meters to how many yards? Okay. How many yards are there in 12 meters? The solution, gagamit tayo na dalawang conversion factor dito. So, wala kasi tayong direkta na pero alam ko meron direkta tayo na measurement. No? Meron tayong direkta na conversion mula meters to 1 yard. Pero at this time, gagamitin natin, meron tayong meters to feet, tapos feet to yard. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang conversion dito. So una, okay, so ang goal natin, makancel natin yung unit na meter. Okay? So alam natin, ilalagay natin yung meter doon sa denominator. Then 1 meter is equal to what? How many feet? 3.28 feet. Okay? So na-cancel na yung meter natin dito. Okay, na-cancel na yung meter. Ang problema na lang yung feet. Okay, so mag-multiply tayo again ng another conversion in terms of feet and yard. So mangyayari, ang isang 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Okay? Again, yung 3 feet natin, yung unit na feet, nilagay natin sa denominator para makancel ulit dito. Kaya magiging sagot natin is in terms of yard. So, yan na. So, 12 times 3.28 times 1. Okay? Then divided by 3. So, the answer is 13.12 yards. Okay? So, 12 meters is equal to 13.12 yards. Example number 3. 3 square feet is equal to how many square inches? Okay? So this conversion when unit to change contains an exponent. So anong napansin nyo? Doon sa unit natin, nagkaroon na ng exponent. Okay? Pero kung pa kayo malilito, okay? So ignore nyo muna yung exponent na yan. Ignore the exponent in the given unit temporarily and select the needed conversion factor. Now, use the exponent, which is 2, by squaring both sides of the needed conversion factor. So, ano ba yung mga unit na given dyan? So, dapat in terms of square inches. Okay, so meron tayong inches tapos feet. Okay, so alam natin, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Okay, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Ngayon, kung i-square natin both sides, okay, so we have 1 foot square and 12 inches square. So, mangyayari, 1 square foot tsaka 144 square inches. So, in-square natin, no? Hindi lang yung number, pati yung unit din, naka-square din. So, meron tayo conversion. So, ang goal natin, makancel natin yung square feet na unit. So, nasa ilalim dapat yung square feet. Okay? Again, 1 square foot is equal to 144 square inches. So, makakancel na yung unit natin na square feet. So, mangyayari in terms of square inches na siya. So, 3 times 144 is equal to 432 square inches. Okay? So, 3 square feet is equal to 432 square inches. Okay, example number 4, we have conversion of unit in both numerator and denominator. So we have, okay, so 40 kilometers per hour is equal to how many meters per second? So mapapansin nyo, dalawa na yung ating unit dyan. Okay? Doon sa numerator at sa denominator. So we have distance and time. Makikita nyo siya. Okay, so note, change the unit in the numerator or denominator one at a time. So, yeah. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin, kilometer to meters. Alam natin na meron tayong 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So, take note of that. Okay? Then, how many seconds in 1 hour? So, there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. Okay? So, 40 kilometers per hour times. So, ang goal natin dito is makancel muna yung unit na kilometer. So, kailangan multiply natin muna by 1,000 meter over 1 kilometer. Okay? Okay, so, then, yan. And then, meron tayong meters per hour. So, ang goal natin, makancel natin yung hour. Kailangan i-convert natin in terms of seconds. So, alam natin, In 1 hour, there are 3,600 seconds. Okay? So, kaya nasa ilalim na yung seconds, makakancel na yung R doon. So, kunin nyo na yung product. 40 times 1,000 times 1 all over 3,600. Okay? So, we have 11.11 meters per second. Okay, now, let's talk about vectors and its properties. So when we say vectors, these are quantities expressed by magnitude and direction. So it is denoted by arrow. Okay. Examples of these are force, velocity, and displacement. And scalar, when we say scalar, these are quantities which are completely specified by their magnitude or numerical value. Examples of these are length, mass, area, volume, time, and density. Okay? So, tandaan lang natin kapag vectors, expressed by magnitude and direction. Kapag scalar, magnitude lang. Okay? Walang direction. So, vector or scalar quantity. Tell whether the given quantity is a vector or scalar quantity. So, letter A, meter, M, B, 30 meters per second, east, C, 5 miles north, D, 20 degrees Celsius, E, 25 bytes, F, 4,000 calories. Okay? For letter A, we have scalar, B, vector, C, vector, D, scalar, E, scalar, and F, scalar.